question is, the American dream still attainable to today's younger generation?
I said no because they have like decreased the wages of others, and now it's like harder to like get things. And if you want to like, they say that yeah, you have to work harder, and if you like want to live up to the American dream, they say that you have to have like more money, but they've decreased the wages, so it's pretty much harder.
The American dream is not necessarily about money. It's whatever you like want to do. It's like totally individual. So it actually depends on the person and what they are hoping for. It's not necessarily about like the economy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all the different articles we read had a different reasoning on this, but each of them all started with a different definition of the American dream and what it is, what it means to that author.
I mean, like, the American dream does have some economic aspects to it because to live here, it takes some money. Like, well, with anywhere, it would. But, like, I'm just going to say that the American dream is still, like, extremely, I'd have to say, like, attainable because there's, in these articles, there's different, like, economic things, there's different personal things, like the one with, there's one that says the American dream means more than becoming rich, and I'd agree with that 100% because she's talking about her dad who was in the Navy and had like nothing to begin with, but he still lived his American dream. He still provided support to his family.
I feel like the American dream is what you want it to be, and it's not all about money. Like, it's somewhat about money, and I feel like it is still attainable for the younger generation because it's what you want it to be.
I feel like it is, but it's slim. Reason to that is because it's really not just about what everybody has their own American dream. Somebody might be a pilot, somebody else wants to be an engineer, just different things. So it's not really about like you can't have it. It's more competitive because he might want to be a pilot, but she might want to be a pilot too. So the competition between that is like the higher level education that you receive from school. So it's really like the education that you're supposed to get. I see like that's like the door to it. But yeah, and even with this guy here, Stephen W. Bender, he was talking about home ownership, and he was saying that a lot of Latinos and other races wants to come and they want to do home ownership. With that, I actually know somebody who does do that who's Latino. He tells me about like his struggle through it, and the process he had to take through school, and like the rejection that he got, and then like the way he had to come up with his own things because the competition between other white other home ownerships like who sell houses and stuff. So it's not really about like the money. The money does have a proportion in it, but not as big as education.
The competition that you were talking about, it's something that's really not new. It's been on like for many years, so like, I don't think that's like a strong point to like relate on. Because I mean, just thinking about the 50s, like right. There was like the segregation and stuff, so the competition there was like really bad. And even before that, there was like no universities for like black people, for example.
Right.
So the competition is something that's going on for a lot of years.
Right.
Yeah, but I kind of get about the competition too, because our population has grown so much. Not everybody can be a pilot, and not everybody can get their American dream, because in life, not everything's going to be fair. Not everybody's going to win. Not everybody's going to get what they want. Some people are going to lose.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you wanted to like relate, like I guess there's a lot of different things right now, like currently that like freedom means different things to people, and the American dream does have things to do with freedom. everyone here should have the ability to be able to have as much opportunity as everybody else, because that's what I have to say what America is. And to say the American dream is available for everyone, I am actually currently contradicting myself. It is, but at the same time it is not.
Well, I believe that our economy isn't doing that well, so from that we're being restricted from doing a lot of stuff that we want.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the American dream, all that stuff, to me personally, it's just about being happy. Like, I don't really care if I'm a doctor or I don't want to work at Burger King or anything, but like, you know, I don't really, I mean, as long as I'm making like, I don't know, just being able to provide, like, as long as I'm happy, I'm cool. So, like, whenever this girl, I don't know any of the names, but she was saying your place on the ladder as a child can affect or be a predictor of your place as an adult. I agree, but like, I don't really know where she's coming from, because in my mind I'm thinking like, yeah, if you're like living in the ghetto or in like super like Beverly Hills type thing, like if you're in Beverly, you may think to yourself you already got it, so you're gonna like just kind of go in that route. But if you're in the ghetto, you may stick in the ghetto, or you may turn and be like, I'm gonna get out of the ghetto and turn to something good. So I don't know, that's me.
I think the American dream is actually all about money, because honestly you can't get anywhere if you're basically poor. You have for education there's always, nothing is ever free, so I think you must have some type of, not wealth, but you have to have money to pay to get somewhere in life. Like there may be like scholarships or stuff to go to in the route for your dream, but there's always, you know, the stuff you gotta pay to get there. So yeah.
Tell me about, do you think the American dream is attainable to your generation?
I mean, it depends. Like, rich people have more privilege than poor people do, so they can get more in life than other people. But if you really work hard for what you want, then it can be, I guess.
Or what he was saying, like, if your American dream, like he said, it was just you being happy. If like makes you happy, go, I don't know, to Alaska and just hunt and be like there, like be there and just live in the wild. What that has to do with money? So it's not necessarily always with money. Yeah, but when you get there, what are you gonna do?
Let's go to the second question. Is the American dream tied to having lots of No, it's the same thing
It's a
as
good
what she
it's a good
said.
transition, yeah. It's a good transition.
Is the American dream tied to having lots of money? I say it's kind of, because like not everything's free. Like if the American dream, it depends on what you want. Most people want to go to school and have a good job and succeed in life, and that costs money. School costs money. It's not gonna all come for free to you. So like, I say that you do need money to like move and live.
So let's say you're a doctor, right? And you make all the money that you want, and you buy everything that you need and want. Then when you die, it's all gonna go there. So you don't really need money to be happy, because when you go, it's not gonna go with you. Materialistic things aren't gonna stay with you.
I mean, you do.
So it's like really whatever you want, like whatever makes you happy. Because like no one could tell you what your own American dream is. So it's like, if I wanted this, but somebody thinks that's like, if I wanted something simple and that made me happy, that could be like part of my American dream, but nobody could like tell me.
But how do you get it? Like, how do you get what you want?
You need to work and get money, but
Yeah, so you do need to like
yeah, but
money
it's not,
too.
it's not all
you
the
said
American
that my
dream is.
American dream is
It's not.
different.
Okay, but it's not all it is.
It doesn't say all.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's
Alright.
hard to have
Okay, hop on.
She's just generalizing about the money and stuff.
You do.
I guess let me just ask a math question. Is having money $10,000 a year? Would you define that as not having money?
It's not a lot of money.
It depends on what
$50,000 a year?
That's if you're living alone.
it depends on
All right, now we're talking six figures for the family, $100,000 a year. Is that having money?
Depends on how many people you have in the family.
Family
Oh, 6. Oh.
Or is having money seven figures? It's $1 million.
Yeah,
I walk around my house booty naked.
Yeah.
some people say that's 7 figures. You can comfortably live a family of 6.
Okay. So I feel like
But it's
with the lots of money part, I feel like if it depends on what you want to do in life. Like if you just want to be happy and go just like make enough to support yourself and live, then you don't need a lot of money if you're not like expensive, I guess. But if you like but if you want to live like you want to go be a doctor and you want to go have a family of like 6, then yeah, you kind of do need a lot of money if that's your dream, if you want to live like that.
Talking about like the school thing you were talking about, paying for college, for example, it's something that you have to do in the U.S. But if you go to Latin America, college is free. You go free to college, you just have to apply, and the only thing you have to buy is like the books or that kind of stuff. So it depends where you are. And the American dream is not.
What about your dorm? Like you gotta pay for something
You don't
over your head.
like
you
we
have
don't
to
live
eat.
in college. We live in our home with our family, so we don't have like a place to live in the college. We just go there and then we return back to our house.
getting there and getting back.
And
Transportation.
well, yeah, but like you're saying that to pay for like education, the question is that's a lots of money. So
Aren't books lots of money? All the
But adding it all up, it like adds up to being a lot. Like if you education, yeah, that part's free.
Would be here.
But like tuition is free. But yeah, that part.
I mean, you pay in this country a lot for education, and like for example, in our country, like for college, it's not like as much because you're living in your house, your family's giving you the food, maybe they're giving you for money for transportation, or they're like giving you a car, or maybe they're driving you to the college. So
Still gas.
Yes.
Gas.
But it's not as expensive as what she's saying if you live here. Because if you live here, college, you have to pay for tuition, you have to pay for a lot more. And if you live wherever you were talking about, then it's cheaper because you don't have to pay for it.
yeah, and for example, in Venezuela, the gasoline it's really cheap. It's cheaper than water. So
Most of the world, college is not that expensive. In fact,
in this country, you pay a lot for
Hold
everything.
on, Mr. Barrett. Oh, okay. Okay.
I was just gonna go from left to right.
I feel like it depends how many people you live with and where you live. Because if you're living by yourself and you're happy by yourself, then you won't need as much money as if you have like a family of 6. Then you're gonna have to provide for all them. You're gonna need more money. But it's what you want it to be.
I think that it is. The American dream is tied to have lots of money because, I mean, it's really optional because, like, let's say you get a 3.0 average, right? You go to a college, you know, and they pay for you, like, your first term, you know, however long you stay there for 4 years or whatnot. So you get your bachelor's degree, right? But then you have to pay. Like, they set you off on a good route where, you know, you got your degree, you get a good job that pays a lot, well, pays good. But then, you know, they would want you to, it's really on, like, what you want is a better career. Because if you do want a better career, then, you know, it is going to be more money. Because then, you know, you're going to have to work for that money to save up to go to that college. You know, master, what if you want to get a master's or a doctorate, you get that from whatever you're trying to accomplish.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Wait, I have to say something.